Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Lawrence's Let's Plays. Today, guys, I'm bringing to you the second review on Lawrence's Let's Plays. This is for Ender Lillies. Gotta have a hard time saying L's. Ender Lillies, Quietus of the Nights. First off, guys, to my return viewers, thanks so much for your continued support. If you are new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. Guys, do like, comment, and subscribe to the channel as it greatly helps the channel to grow. Nothing really left to say. I'm Lawrence. Let's play. So first off, guys, let's go over the positives. Then we'll follow up with the negatives, and then I'll give you an overall score. First and foremost, positive number one. I enjoy the combat, although initially it's kind of generic with only a 3-hit combo and a dodge mechanic. It does open up significantly once you encounter additional enemies that are like mini bosses that upon killing them will grant you the ability to summon them into battle with you, and are also easily identified by having a much longer health bar. In essence, it feels like you're entering into a room and going to take on a boss, like it's a boss fight. They each provide an additional skill, and each spirit can be leveled up, to increase their damage. Enemies that are spirits that you summon that are able to attack with projectiles, you can increase the amount of projectiles they shoot, provided you have the upgrade material or materials required. There's a lot of nice variety of the locales and enemy designs within the game, ranging from like underground sections to overworld areas, like broken down looking like villages, like there's castles and shit like that. Enemy types, there's like floating mages, skeleton archers, shielded enemies, you know, big beefier looking enemies. There are like in the catacombs, one of the towards the end areas of the game, or maybe mid-level of the game, there are like skeleton spiders or some shit. Ugh, and I hate spiders, so whatever the hell they are. Kudos to the devs too for having really entertaining boss fights, albeit they're not very challenging. I didn't find them to be very challenging once you understand the patterns and recognize the patterns when the enemies are trying to attack you. But upon their defeat, they provide the spirits to be summoned, and always have an additional ability that enables you to progress through the game by gaining access to previously unexplored areas. Because let's be honest here, you know what you came into with this review. This is a Metroid Vania, my favorite genre. Love these games. You're either going to love them or hate them, because Metroid Vanias require a lot of backtracking, because after all, progress in Metroidvanias is dependent on thorough exploration and backtracking. The visuals pack a nice little punch, nice use of particle effects. The way the game highlights light sources, in particular like torches illuminating underground sections, is very well done. Animations are very solid, whether by the protagonist, the many spirits that she's able to command, or even the enemies themselves. Controls are very responsive, and the menus, I gotta give mad props to the devs for the menu design. They are very well designed, very easy to read and to navigate. The main menu screen's UI is also great. It's very easy to read the information on the screen, from your health, how much health you have, how much of the prayers you have, which is this game's ability to allow you to heal yourself, as indicated by white flowers. The red flowers indicate how many times that you have, or red flowers that you collect in the game, excuse me, will enable you to utilize your summons more often. Some of them come with cooldowns, so it takes a couple extra seconds to be able to use them. Some are limited in the amount of like projectiles they shoot, which one of my personal favorites is one of the first ones you get as you fight a mini boss of like a crow. And you'll find out the crow enemies are annoying as shit. So to have a crow on your side to be able to shoot those flying enemies, fantastic. All that good stuff. But ultimately, if someone was to say, Lawrence, what is your favorite part of the game? Look, I highly enjoyed this game. It was a very fun game to play. But my overall favorite part of the entire game has got to be the sound. The sound of this game is really well done. The effects, the menu music, and albeit the limited selection of area music is very well done. Beautiful orchestration, very beautiful, very haunting music. Now to the negatives, and there are a few. Even after 10 hours into this game, I only felt marginally stronger, even though I was raising up an attack stat throughout the game that you can clearly see within the menu, and there's no defensive stat. I never felt like I was mitigating the damage I was taking. Like, as I progressed through the game, like, I felt like I was doing about the same amount of damage, and I was taking about the same amount of damage. Even though I could increase my health bar, it does help some. I would have really liked to know that my defense was gradually increasing, reducing my overall damage. Although I will say, several hours into the game, when you get to the catacomb section, you will get a specific artifact relic, I think they're called relics in this game, called Fretia's Ring, or Fretia, F-R-E-T-I-A. That allows you, with perfect timing, you'll be able to put a shield bubble around yourself, and that will completely negate any damage. This works against melee attacks and projectile attacks, which is fantastic. And if you're up close enough in melee and an enemy tries to attack you, it does kind of counter them, where it kind of knocks them back, so that's pretty cool. Story in this game did not grab me. I mean, let's be honest, here we go again. Another protagonist who is, wait for it guys, you'll never believe it, suffering from amnesia, say it ain't so. I'm like, again? Ugh. Dev's gotta come up with something new than this suffering from amnesia shit. Oh, I don't know, who did I marry? Who's the bad guy killing all my villagers and shit? Oh, wait a second. Who's the bad guy again? Like, you guys gotta stop with this shit. Also, the map not showing my location, not conveying that information to me is kind of a bummer. And what I mean by that is anytime you enter a new area, it will tell you where you're at. But if I select the map and pull it up, like most Metroid Vanias I've played, it will tell you the area that you're in, and this one does not do that, which is kind of weird to me. In addition to that, not displaying the map or the overall map completion percentage is really baffling, because when you look at the menu, you will see that there's quite a bit of shit to collect in this game, from like these like letters and shit you find to the different spirits. I mean, there's all kinds of shit to collect, relics and stuff. So not having a map completion percentage is a bit of a bummer. And also, most Metroidvanias I've played, and if you like me are a Metroidvania fan, you'll know what I'm saying, most of them have an area percentage as well. I would have at minimum liked to see a overall map completion percentage, but kudos to the devs. I will say this, the map is very well done in the sense that even without map completion percentage being displayed on the screen, how much you've completed an area is indicated as by it being color coded. If a room looks blue, that means it's still not fully explored, and when it's orange, it means you found all the shit that you're supposed to find. So that's pretty cool. I do like that. So I guess it kind of makes up for no map completion percentage, kind of. And finally, overall, the game is pretty derivative. It doesn't really introduce anything new to this genre that I haven't seen before. It was not like I was bored playing it. I had a lot of fun playing this game, but the devs really play it safe by having play mechanics that are not new. They don't introduce anything really new that I've never seen before. But honestly, the play mechanics at this point just feel expected within this genre. Beat the boss, get the ability, now you're able to backtrack. I mean, I guess in typical Metroidvania fashion that makes sense, but it feels really derivative to me. Even the spirit thing isn't really that unique. Hello, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, one of the greatest Metroidvanias ever, or Castlevanias ever. So that's kind of my overall take on it. Rating this from my scale from a 1 to 10, I'm going to give it a 7. Know that a 5 on my rating scale would indicate an average game, 7 being above average, so it's a decent amount above average. I mean, it's not climbing in the 8, 9, 10 range, absolutely not. But a 7, it has some really good positives. I love the combat, love the sound in this game. Graphically, it's pretty impressive. It doesn't blow you away. It's not something you haven't seen. It kind of will give you vibes of Hollow Knight. For those of you guys that have played Hollow Knight, it kind of has a Hollow Knight-y vibe to it, even with saving and the benches and shit. But overall, pretty good game. It does have some missteps. It does some things very, very well, as I'd indicate, like the sound. Graphics are really sharp. Combat is fun with the inclusion of the spirits. If you were only using the Umbral Knight in the beginning, this shit would be boring. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's all you would have. And honestly, the spirits in this game really are the stars of the game. Like, you as a character take a back seat, because even when you attack, your character never really attacks. You're attacking with the spirit that you summon in the beginning of the game that eventually you're able to level up, but I've yet to find how the hell you level that guy up to make him do more damage. Anyway, that's pretty much it, guys. I don't want to go on a big long rant here. Recommended buy. Last I checked, I think when I bought it was like $20 on Game Pass. I would definitely buy this. Maybe wait for sale. Maybe if you see it like 12, 15 bucks, might be worth it a little bit more, because like I said, it is a little bit derivative of other shit we've seen before. But a very fun game. I think you will enjoy it. I would recommend it. If you found the information in this video helpful or entertaining or both, please do smiggity smash the like button for me so YouTube will push it out to as many folks as possible, as that greatly helps them to get me in the algorithm, greatly helps my channel to grow. Keep it locked here at Lawrence's Let's Plays for additional content coming your way very soon. With nothing left to say, my name is Lawrence. This has been Lawrence's Let's Plays, and I am out of here. Take care, everybody. I'll see you next time.